It began with a letter, not a scream, not a 911 call, not even a body, just an envelope. In the summer of 1969, newspapers across Northern California received nearly identical messages. Each one claimed responsibility for recent shootings. Each one demanded to be printed on the front page. And each one was signed with a strange symbol, a circle with a crosshair through it. The writer called himself Zodiac. On December 20th, 1968, two teenagers were shot while parked on a quiet lover's lane in Vallejo, California. Months later, another young couple was attacked in a similar way. Then the letters arrived. The writer described details only the killer would know. He included a cipher, a coded message split into 3 parts, daring the public to solve it. "If you do not print this cipher," he warned, "I will go on a kill rampage." Fear spread faster than ink could dry. The cipher was eventually cracked by a schoolteacher and his wife. It revealed a chilling message about killing being more fun than hunting wild game and collecting slaves for the afterlife. But there was one thing missing: his name. He never revealed it. Unlike many murderers who hide in shadows, Zodiac wanted to be seen. He wrote again, and again, and again. He taunted police. He mocked investigators. He claimed more victims than authorities could confirm. In October 1969, a cab driver was shot and killed in San Francisco. A bloody piece of the victim's shirt was later mailed to a newspaper as proof. The killer wasn't just committing crimes. He was performing, and the stage was the front page of the newspaper. In one of the most chilling attacks, a young couple was approached at Lake Berryessa by a man wearing a black hood with the now infamous crosshair symbol stitched onto it. He tied them up before stabbing them. Before leaving, he wrote on their car door, listing dates of previous attacks and adding that day's crime to the tally. For the first time, the monster had a costume. For the first time, survivors could describe him. And yet, he still vanished. Zodiac's letters became more erratic, more cryptic. He sent complex ciphers that baffled experts for decades. He threatened to bomb school buses. He hinted at more killings. One cipher sent in 1969 remained unsolved for over 50 years before being cracked by a team of codebreakers in 2020. It revealed rambling, taunting words. Still no name. Still no confession of identity. Just a voice in the dark. Over the years, investigators zeroed in on several men. One in particular seemed to match the description, had a troubling background, and even lived near some crime scenes. But there was never enough evidence. Fingerprints were partial. DNA was inconclusive. Handwriting analysis was debated. Every time authorities thought they were close, the trail went cold. The killer who wanted attention had mastered disappearance. Behind the ciphers and headlines were real people. Teenagers on first dates. A cab driver working a late shift. Families who never expected a quiet evening to turn into a headline. The victims' loved ones lived with more than grief. They lived with unfinished sentences. No trial, no conviction, no final truth. Just decades of wondering. Imagine knowing the man who changed your life forever might have walked free, might have read about himself in the paper, might have smiled at his own myth. By the mid-1970s, the letters slowed. Then they stopped. No dramatic capture. No confession on a deathbed. No unmasking. Just silence. The Zodiac Killer remains officially unidentified. And perhaps that is the cruelest twist. He wanted to be remembered. He wanted the world to fear the symbol. But history remembers something else too. The faces of the victims. The courage of survivors. The investigators who refused to give up. The letters may have been puzzles. But the real mystery is how someone could crave attention so desperately, yet hide so completely. Somewhere in California's archives, the ciphers remain. And somewhere, in a box of old evidence or a fading memory, the truth may still be waiting to be uncovered.